Hey everyone, Sam here, and you might have been wondering, where have I been for the past few weeks? Well, you see, I've been preparing to fight a giant snake that can fly, and writing my midterms, but that's not the point. So in this game we play as Link, a warrior who was defeated by a giant flying snake and went to sleep for 100 years. Yeah, Link. Who did you think we were going to be playing as in Legend of Zelda? Zelda? Didn't think so. So as we leave the Shrine of Resurrection, it occurs to us that we have no memories. So we pick up a stick and start swinging it around. After getting a few pointless tips, we run into this old man who tells us a little bit about where we are. Then, out of nowhere, we hear a voice of a woman who tells us to walk into a cave. And apparently we have no concept of trust, so we're going to do it. After we're in the cave, boom, it's not a cave, it's a tower. At the top of this tower, a small part of the map is revealed to us. How do I get off this tower? How am I supposed to get off this tower? Well, certainly not like that. After we painfully make our way down the tower, the old man flexes his paraglider on us. He then offers to sell it to us for a small price of a treasure from a nearby shrine. After we complete the trial that was offered to us in the shrine, the old man comes back and flexes even more. Alright, now I got your treasure. Now my paraglider, please. Son of a... After completing 3 more such trials, from which we received some perceivably useful runes added to our Sheikah slate, the old man still denied us our entitled paraglider and flexes even more. He tells us to meet him at a point where the lines connecting all 4 shrines would intersect, which were ruins of some sort. At these ruins we found a statue of a goddess to whom we could pay 4 spirit orbs in exchange for an extra heart container or more stamina. Wait, I can have an entire another stamina wheel? I'll take it. Yes. Here we go. Things are gonna get a lot easier now. After this, the old man reveals his true identity as the former king of Hyrule, which is apparently the name of this kingdom, and explains what happened 100 years ago.
To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past.
Long story short, we failed. Miserably. He then tells us that it is up to us to save Hyrule from Calamity Ganon, which is the flying snake that I referred to earlier. He tells us that it is not in our best interest to go and fight the flying snake in our current conditions.
I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point.
Yeah, no shit. And tells us to go to a certain village to continue our journey. Now, I'm not completely clueless about this game, and I happen to know about this overpowered weapon called the Master Sword, so I don't need to fight my enemies with sticks anymore. After some investigative journalism, I realized that you need 13 heart containers to retrieve it. And if I recollect correctly, the goddess trades 4 spirit orbs in exchange for 1 extra heart container. So I did some intensive calculations and came to the result that we need to complete 40 shrine trials to achieve this goal. And that would be relatively easy with the help of this interactive Legend of Zelda map. But I thought, no, why stop at 40? So I decided to do them all. All 120 of them. But I couldn't do that just yet as the game wouldn't let me. So I decided to do as the game told me and went to Kakariko Village. After reaching Kakariko Village, I advanced to meet Impa. I'm not gonna elaborate about her, but basically she's a boomer who was alive 100 years ago when Link was placed in the Shrine of Resurrection. She told me that if I was going to take down Ganon, I was going to need the assistance of the 4 Divine Beasts, which initially belonged to powerful warriors who failed their jobs 100 years ago, and the beasts were now the property of Ganon. Impa also told us that our Sheikah slate was incomplete and I must seek out someone at Hateno Ancient Tech Lab, so I began my journey to Hateno to complete my Sheikah slate. But what I found shocked me to my very core. You're like 3 years old! After receiving the most useless rune in history and then upgrading it to be increasingly so, we made our way back to Impa to tell her our Sheikah slate was now complete. She tells us to find one of these lost memories and only then will she help us with our quest to take down Ganon. This was no easy task. 4 casuals and I got it done in under 2 minutes. After retrieving one of our lost memories, Impa gave us our champion's tunic, which gives us a decent amount of armor and gives us a cool little stat. She also told us that there were 4 divine beasts: Varuta, Varrodania, Vamedo, and Varnaboris. I decided to head towards the divine beast known as Varnaboris. I was going to need all the luck I could get, as I knew the coming battle was not going to be easy.